visiting Khomeini. My followers and I decided to visit the Ayatollah Khomeini to communicate to him the injustices done to us by the mullahs and to plead with him for counsel and help. We collected documents, proofs of the fraudulent election, and headed for Tehran. We were hoping that the Ayatollah Khomeini would listen to us and act justly, but we were denied a meeting with him and told he was not well. We were referred to the Ayatollah Imani Jamareini, who was housing the Ayatollah Khomeini, and assured that Jamareini would take our message to Khomeini. We showed Jamareini the documents and explained the injustices of the mullah in our city. Jamareini was aware of the crimes and angry with the top Republican Party mullahs. He said that they treated the Ayatollah Khomeini like a remote control to get whatever they wanted. They passed their messages and plans to people through the mouth of the Ayatollah Khomeini, using or abusing his supreme position in order to make their words and plans receivable by people. He said that Khomeini had no choice but to convey their commands. Behind the curtain, they were the leaders, not Khomeini. They worked through Khomeini because he was still the leader in the people's mind, and it wasn't time for the surrounding mullahs to get rid of him yet. He told us quietly and with clear words, "You have a hard and dangerous task ahead. Unfortunately, without their confirmation, Khomeini cannot listen to you." Some members of our convoy became terrified when they discovered the mullahs had nailed down their dictatorship and there was no hope for anyone to stand up for their rights unless they were pro-mullahs. Back home, many of these friends reduced their relationship with me and eventually lived as strangers to me in order to survive. Shortly after the entry of my parliamentarian competitor, the Ayatollah Yunus Erfani, 3 of his clergy friends were appointed as judges in the Revolutionary Supreme Court, ruling over many cities. The judge of our city's Revolutionary Court and the Supreme Religious Authority, who represented the Ayatollah Khomeini and led the Friday prayers over our city. One of his young, ruthless guards also was appointed as the revolutionary mayor over the city. These 4 people made life hell for me, depriving me of the right to work or gain money for my family. I could either continue as their opposition and endure a painful life, or bow down and make myself their slave. I made my decision, knowing it could mean death. I would not succumb to their threats. The hardship I faced at the hands of these Muslim brothers gradually exposed the true values of Islamic political philosophy to me and many others. People were shocked at how badly oppositions and political prisoners were treated. Still, some of us did not want to lose hope of freedom since it was still the early years of the Islamic-style government. We were ready to pay the cost of freedom by exposing the deceits of the ruling mullahs. The mullahs were also trying to establish their absolute authoritarian leadership at any cost, using references from the Quran and Muhammad's sayings to persuade people that Islam could not be established without force. Allah has ordained Muslims to be harsh.